What's up, YouTube? It's Knee to the Face with some Week 5 picks. Week 4 turned out to be just like Week 2, I think it was. Another 13-3 week. Rock on. So, here's my Week 5 picks. There's a couple of games I'm a little worried about, but I think I have it pretty much settled. I'm pretty confident in this one, so hopefully I can either match it or better it, which would make me really happy. So let's see what's up. Alright, first game on my list is New Orleans against Carolina. New Orleans should get this one. I think the offense is going to be great. I mean, given the Panthers with Cam Newton, they're going to throw a lot, but I think New Orleans gets it. After that, it's Buffalo and Philadelphia. Philadelphia is self-destructing. They can't win in the trenches. Their inside guys, offensively and defensively, just can't cut it. I think Buffalo gets the win. They're a lot more solid in the trenches, so they're going to be able to run a little bit better. And they can still throw it really, really well. I think Buffalo gets the win. After that, Seattle and the New York Giants. I know last week there was the big thing with Victor Cruz, and was it a fumble? Well, week's already over. The Giants got the win last week. I'm saying that they get the win this week against a very poor Seattle team. So, Giants, there you go. After that, Cincinnati-Jacksonville. Normally I would have picked Jacksonville, but Cincinnati was a huge upsetting win over Buffalo. I think Cincinnati's going to pull this one off as long as they play at that same level. I'm picking them because I think they will. After that, Kansas City-Indianapolis. Indianapolis, they're 0-4. Well, they're going 0-5. Even though they're picked to win, I think Kansas City has the ability to do it, and I think they will. Alright, after that, Tennessee-Pittsburgh. A lot of people were kind of worried about Tennessee with the loss of Kenny Britt. Just like I thought they would. All those young guys, all those other wide receivers, running backs stepped up for Tennessee. Matt Hasselbeck had another great game. Tennessee beats Pittsburgh. I'm calling it here. Pittsburgh is going to fall apart for the rest of the season, and Tennessee is going to beat them to make it even worse, dropping Pittsburgh to 2-3. Alright, after that, Arizona and Minnesota. Arizona and Minnesota is a very highly contested game right now. I think Arizona gets it. Minnesota's 0-4. They started off strong last week, but they couldn't finish. And if they can't finish, they're not going to win at all. Arizona's going to win it. Alright, after that, Oakland and Houston. Oakland's prize is Darren McFadden. Houston's prize is their run defense. They can stop almost anybody from running the ball ever. So, I think Houston stops Darren McFadden, gives him one of his lowest yardage games of the season, and they get the win. Houston over Oakland. After that, San Francisco, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay pulled out a squeaker, kind of, sort of, against the Colts, and San Francisco won in a very impressive fashion. I think San Francisco continues, and they pull off the win here. After that, New England Patriots, New York Jets. The Jets on offense self-destructed. I think Sanchez is going to be a little bit scared. He's going to flinch a couple of times. He's going to make some more mistakes. And New England isn't known for capitalizing, but they can, and I think they will. On top of that, offensively, they're still explosive and dynamic, even though they're one-dimensional. I still think they win. So, New England over the Jets. There you go. After that, San Diego against Denver. Come on, folks. San Diego is going to get the win big. Denver is not impressive. Kyle Orton's career might not be over as I thought it was going to be, but it's on its deathbed. I mean, come on. Orton is a good backup. Tebow's not a starter. I don't even know how he's in the NFL, but Orton is a backup at best. When Denver gets a good front line and a real quarterback for that team, they'll be fine. Denver's shining spot is Willis McGahee. San Diego's can stop the run if they have to, and I think they will. After that, Chicago and Detroit. This one I was a little torn on, even though a lot of people are picking Detroit. I picked Detroit, but Chicago's defense, if they can step up, they can slow down Javad Best, and they can put pressure on Matt Stafford. However, you do have to account for Chris Johnson, who is just a physical monstrosity. He's huge. So he's going to get a lot of catches. Chicago's secondary really isn't going to be able to deal with him too well. The question is, can Detroit stop Chicago's running game? Matt Forte had a phenomenal game. So I'm picking Detroit, but I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty close. I could lose this one. I'm just throwing it out there. And last but not least on my list, Green Bay and Atlanta. Atlanta's defense is terrible, their offensive line is falling apart, and Matt Ryan is spending most games on his back. Green Bay, on the other hand, A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers, playing like a monster. 4 thrown touchdowns, 2 running touchdowns, and over 400 yards in the air. That's beyond impressive. They have so many weapons. Green Bay gets the win. I'm calling it 35-10. There you go. So, there's my picks. And, comment, rate, yell at me, whatever you feel you have to do. There you go. So, here's to another good week. Cheers and peace.